going to talk about the iPhone X 3 weeks or thereabouts, almost 3 weeks exactly actually, after my initial impression.
Good afternoon. We're in Dallas, and we're gonna fly the drone and get some cool footage. It's far too windy for this, and there's too many power lines too. So, we're gonna try a different location. Okay. Oh no. Whoops.
Some of you probably know my initial impression had some inaccuracies, but I decided to take a little bit of a closer look and look into what Apple's philosophy is, in the words of Tim Cook himself. So what some people have dubbed the Cook Doctrine goes as follows. We are constantly focusing on innovating. Excuse me, sir. When we look up the definition of innovate, it is as follows. To begin or introduce something new for the first time. Are you fucking serious? Are you really saying, we focus on innovating, yes? Listen, you may have innovated when you made the first iPhone, but since then, when you talk about obsession with innovating, that word is thrown around way too loosely. And, like, and then you say in your keynotes, about the iPhone 10 being, yes, we like to innovate, and yes, we like to innovate a lot, we love it, and yes, we like introducing new things and telling people that they're new when they're not actually new. God! We believe in the simple, not the complex. That I can understand, and I'll have more on that in a second. We believe that we need to own and control the primary technologies behind the products that we make and participate only in markets where we can make a significant contribution. When he says contribution, he really means profit. Because if if Apple really wanted to make a significant contribution, maybe they would start making handsets that were $50, $150, $250. But they don't. Because it doesn't sell as well. And then, it would tarnish their image as being prestigious. Cook goes on to say, we believe in saying no to thousands of projects so that we can really focus on the few that are truly important and meaningful to us. We believe in deep collaboration and cross-pollination of our groups, which allow us to innovate in a way that others cannot. And frankly, we don't settle for anything less than excellence in every group in the company, and we have the self-honesty to admit when we're wrong and the courage to change. Give me a fucking break. You have the self-honesty to admit that we were wrong. When, please tell me, did Apple admit they were wrong? Don't worry, I'll wait. Well, you can't think of one? That's okay. We'll let that one slide. When asked to describe his most important values personally, he listed the following. Treating people with dignity. Treating people the same, that everyone deserves a basic level of human rights regardless of their color, regardless of their religion, regardless of their sexual orientation, regardless of their gender. That everyone deserves respect. I'll fight for it until my toes point up. Are you serious? Really? Okay, so if you believe in treating people with dignity, then why do you dumb down your phone so much? It's to the point where it's an insult to people's intelligence. And when you want to treat people with dignity, then why do you fuck them over when they try to get to save money that they already spent on your device by going someplace else other than your stores to get their, what are you doing, kitty? To get their devices fixed. Go yourself. The article that I'm getting most of this information from is from Mashable, and I'll put the link in the description. And it goes on to say, under Cook's leadership, Apple has started matching employees' charity contributions. It has pushed for 100% renewable energy at its data centers, that's a typo, and its new headquarters, and it has worked to improve conditions in its supply chain. We won't even talk about the supply chain. But, okay, so here's my stance on, we're standing for renewable energy. We want to... Using renewable energy and more sustainable materials and being more environmentally friendly are all mainstream concepts that everybody can easily get behind and raise their fist to. Rah, rah, everybody, renewable energy, sustainable stuff, environmentally friendly. But conditioning people to actually use their brains instead of letting someone else take the lead, instead of looking to someone else for direction, takes more effort. And it's more nuanced of an idea, and most importantly, it does not sell. This fact alone, when compared to which one of these Apple has put more effort into, is indicative that Apple's ideals and philosophies are shaky at best and a straight up lie at most. There's a reason why they're the most profitable company in the history of mankind, and it's not because they encourage people to think for themselves. It's because that's an idea that requires, it takes work. It's saying, oh, you mean I'm not doing everything perfectly right now? Yeah, I can't just do this and say, yay, renewable energy. I have to go inward and actually take into account and be responsible for my own emotions and responsible for using my brain and thinking for myself and making decisions that would benefit me instead of what my family wants me to do as far as cell phones go, because believe me, I've heard this time and time and time again. Why do you want an iPhone? No, I don't want an iPhone. I want a Samsung. And I'm like, why are you buying an iPhone? And they say, well, because my whole family wants one and they're bugging me to blah, blah, blah. Really? You're not making a decision based on what's best for you? It's a cell phone. It's a phone. Okay? Picking one thing or the other is not going to change whether or not your family has food on the table. Okay? Like, if you want a phone that can communicate with any other phone, like an iPhone can communicate with any other, iPhone can communicate with any other phone, and an Android phone, Samsung or not, can communicate with any other phone, then why are you letting the opinions of your family or even your friends affect that decision? Teaching people to take control, whoa! Oh God! Teaching people to take responsibility for their own minds and their own decision making is not sexy. It's not as attractive and easily marketable as the words renewable energy or sustainable or organic. Tim Cook goes on to say, we do things because they are right and just, and that is just who we are. That's who we are as a company. I don't believe you. Look at your, but God, no. When I think about human rights, I don't think about an ROI, return on investment. When I think about making our products accessible for the people that can't see, or to help a kid with autism, I don't think about a bloody ROI. And by the same token, I don't think about helping our environment from an ROI point of view. Get the f*** up out of here. So, what about putting some time and money into iOS products that could be sold in third world countries? Why do you think Android is so popular in places overseas, like India, Iran, Pakistan, China, Korea? Lots and lots of countries buy the Android phones. Why? Because number one, they're more available, and number two, they're way cheaper. Are they as premium as iPhones are? No. But you know what? They have a phone where they wouldn't have had one before. So if Mr. Cook cares so fucking much about the well-being of mankind, as long as it's in America where they have money to support my lifestyle, then yes, please, my heart bleeds for the poor little blind kids and autistic kids, as long as they're in America and can pay for it. In short, I think there are some serious holes and inconsistencies with what the leader of Apple Incorporated has to say about how he likes to do business and the way they actually do it. It's like the stuff that's coming out of his mouth is meant to be crowd pleasing, meant to sound righteous and oh so pure and oh yay. When really they're in a lot of ways they're doing the exact fucking opposite, and it pisses me off. So that's how I feel about it. But I believe I've vented to my heart's content. So, I have only one thing left to say to you. Actually, two things. Think for yourself, and stay beaming.